The base metal prices on the Shanghai Future Exchange were more mixed this morning earlier, while actually if we have a look at the future prices on the London Metal Exchange, we can see that they are all trading higher, with the only exception of nickel, which is slightly losing a little bit. Broader markets are generally upbeat. The same in India, where a surge in the COVID-19 infection is waiting actually on equities. We see some strength in gold, also in the Japanese yen, where in Japan the exports have definitely climbed lately. And some weaker bond yields could suggest a pickup in a safe haven demand. But there are also a few signs of nervousness in the equity markets, which could have definitely an impact on the metal markets as well. If we look at copper, it's amazing this morning. We are almost 2.5% up, trading right now at almost $9,400 a ton on the 3 months price. Copper has been ramped up by the vaccine rollouts, and some more countries are easing their lockdowns. And this is of course boosting the hope of a steady global economic recovery, and then of course of a higher demand in the metal, specifically in copper. Why? Because copper is of course often used as a gauge of global economic health, and it's also set to benefit from an expected US infrastructure bill, and also a growing demand from the renewable energy and the electric vehicle sectors. Nickel has also been at least a rising ore supply from the Philippines, where the rainy season just ended, has put up some pressures on the prices. Nickel is right now at the $16,150 a ton. That is a slight minus of 0.2%, nothing to worry. The aluminium price is again trading up pretty good this morning. We are at $2,337, the 3 month price. Zinc is going up 0.5%, trading at 2,873 for the moment, while tin is actually also the second biggest gainer, 1.8% plus, trading above 27,000 for the moment on the 3 months price, while lead is going up 0.5%, trading right now at $2,045. A brief look on the precious metal market. We can see gold is almost unchanged. The ounce is trading at $1,776. Consolidating actually the gains which we've seen at the end of last week. Silver is at 25.76, that's down 0.7%, and platinum is at $1,209 the ounce, and palladium at 2,786. That is a respective plus for both precious metals. Brief look at the US 10-year Treasury yields, which is always important. They dropped down actually to 1.56% this morning. That is also one of the reasons why the euro is recovering quite well. We are above 120 finally, trading right now at the 120.25. That's pretty good. Actually, pretty good recovery. And also against some other currencies, against the British sterling, the dollar is at 138.57, and against the yen at 108.55. The economic calendar is today quite light. We had the Japanese industrial production, which fall by 8.3%, and we'll have later on today some data from the European Union on the current account, and the German Bundesbank will release also their monthly report. So it's a pretty good start this week for the base metals. They are all working higher, but there is definitely encountering some resistance while we approach to some former highs which we saw last year or earlier this year. Lead is also pushing higher, of a lower base, while nickel is holding more or less in a sideways pattern, well off the February high. As I said, the Philippines latest move actually to lift a ban on new mines, maybe the latest piece of news which could hold the nickel price back. But now with the seasonally stronger second quarter demand which is underway, it looks like definitely buyers are returning to the base metals. There is still, of course, some potential on the downside risk, which could be on the back of credit tightening in China, or definitely as a result of a broader based equity correction. But the